Hey y'all, hey, it's your girl Star with Star Tarot, here to deliver your quick biz reading for the month of October 2020 going into November. If you are a boss, an entrepreneur, or a creator of any kind, this is gonna be the place to be, okay? We're gonna take a look at anything that could be blocking you, anything that you're doing muy excelente in, and you need to keep on doing that thing. Spirit has a message for you. So all you need to do is just meditate on these three crystals here, see which one resonates with you the most, and see what the message could be for you today. Now, this will not resonate with every single person out there, so you're going to want to pick up what I'm putting down that does resonate and simply leave the rest. But what I will say is, there is some valuable lessons and some valuable tools that anyone can use. So just keep that in mind. I'm using two of my special decks. One is the entrepreneur only deck, and the other one is my money manifestation deck. So with all these things together, this could just be the key to your success. So I'll give you guys some time to look at these crystals, figure out which card and pile works best for you, and we're going to keep it rolling. I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye-bye. Okay, and we are back with our very first selection, which will be the blue sapphire. So let's go ahead and see what the message is for you all. Yes, you guys got freedom. It says you are free to do what you choose. So I feel like for some of you, if you are thinking about creating something and you haven't taken the leap to do so, because I feel like some of you want this freedom to choose, but you might feel like you're tied down by whatever else is going on in your life. This could be a job that you currently have and you're trying to create your own business, or it could be there's naysayers that are telling you that's too much of a risky move. For some of you, it might just be that you're trying to choose which direction to go in, and you have a multifaceted mindset. This is what I'm hearing. Some of you have a lot of different ideas and a lot of different projects that you're trying to put together, and it's like, which one do I go with first, or which one should I just go with and leave behind? But when we're talking about freedom, I feel like for most of you as a collective that are watching, you want that freedom. You want that time freedom, you want that financial freedom, and you want to be able to choose to do what it is that you want to do. I know that some of you do understand that with this freedom comes great responsibility, so it doesn't necessarily mean that you'll just be free of work and you'll be free to just, not do anything. For some of you, this is what this has come down to, and this is why you've selected this particular pile, because you might already be in the middle of creating something or doing something on your own, and it's like you now get to decide what's going to happen next. But you need some type of guidance as to what it is that I need to do next. Some of you might be in the middle of having a blockage. It's like, you know what, I chose to, do this business, or I chose this project, but there's still no movement here, okay? And I did this to be free, and I don't feel free. I feel stuck in the decision that I've made. I feel stuck in, the fact that this isn't going the way that I envisioned. So let's go forward and see what the advice is from Spirit. Okay, we have the High Priestess in reverse, okay? This is a very cut and dry message here. Some of you aren't using your intuition. Some of you know what it is that you need to do to move forward, or you know the decision that you need to make, but for some reason you're going against your own intuition. Some of you have even got some messages, okay, from the universe. You might have dreams about ideas. You might be seeing signs everywhere, but it's like you're not paying attention to what's in your innermost core. You're not paying attention to the internal signals as well as the external. So I think that it just comes down to you freeing yourself from blocking the symbols and the intuition and the help from the universe that's saying, hey, this is what you need to do. So just going with your gut instinct, I believe, is going to take you a long way. All right, so let's get some guidance when it comes to your business in specific or your project. Absolutely. We have strategize. It says results are not coming fast enough. You need a solid step-by-step strategy in place that takes the guesswork out of growing your business or your project. Some of you just need to get a really good strategy. If you are someone that hasn't started your business or project yet, it's very, very good to literally get it out on paper. I know a lot of times I don't really need to. I know what I want to do. But when you see it down on paper, it really makes more sense on what needs to be done and where you are at. A lot of times we think we have every detail in our head, but there is power in writing. There is power in actually seeing what you are thinking. So if you haven't created a good, solid strategy plan, now is the time to do so. Also, we're seeing marketing. For those of you that are already in business and you're feeling like you're not driving enough clients or customers, it may be that the marketing needs to be looked at in more detail. Maybe there's something you need to change when it comes to marketing. And if you are struggling with choices on marketing, the thing that I would suggest to do is, number one, see all of what's out there, write it down, go back to your first desire. Your first desire is to have freedom. So if this marketing idea is not going to be as freeing as you would like it to be, like if you have to put more into your everyday daily just to do the marketing, that's probably not going to be what you want to do. And for some of you, that's what you've been doing. You've been doing a lot of different marketing schemes to get out there and really be known. And that part's wearing you down. So you can't even focus on the next phases. You can't even enjoy what it really means to be free. So even though it might be a little bit more money, because I'm hearing someone say, well, I really would just want to do my own marketing because I don't really want to spend all that money that comes with marketing. But if you think about it, you really can't get time back, but you can always make your money back, especially if you strategize correctly and you market correctly. You'll get your money back tenfold, and that will allow you to have more freedom to focus on other areas of your project, your business, your home life, and ultimately will give you that freedom to choose to do other things in your life or within this project or business. Okay, so I hope that that makes sense, and I hope that that's helpful. Also, when it comes to manifesting, when you write things down, you're more able to manifest them because there is power in writing things down when it comes to manifesting. So you can have it in your mind all day long, but if you don't see it down on paper, if you don't believe it, if you don't speak it, it's very difficult to manifest the next steps forward. And ultimately, it's really difficult to manifest longevity. And for those of you, you're putting your time, your energy, your sweat, your tears, you might be sacrificing, your family, your friends, your social life, your, sleep, that sort of thing. We need to be looking at longevity here. So sometimes you have to pay more and you have to do a little bit more in the beginning so that you can do less along the way and ultimately at the end of the game, okay? So just remember, you're going to want to work smarter, not harder. All right, let's look at the next message here that we have for you. Publicize. All right, it says, stop hiding behind your computer. Get publicity for your brand. Be bold and visual in your market. Be the rock star that you are. So some of you are, really taking a lot of time behind that computer, all right? And it's like, I am doing business, I'm working on my project, but how much time are you spending behind that computer, okay? How much time are you spending behind that computer thinking that you're working when actually you're hiding, okay? You're hiding because, number one, you're taking away from your freedom because you're spending a lot of time behind that computer. The other thing is that, again, some of you are hidden. Some of you are in buildings that are further back in. Someone has a building here that's watching this. Someone doesn't understand that it's very difficult for your customers or your clients to see, okay? They cannot see you. They cannot find you. You may need to get some type of signage that's big and bold, or you might have to put a sign that's closer to the road that they can see you. But some of you are simply just hidden. And it's time to step out boldly. Some of you haven't done the marketing, okay? And you're just doing the little bit of details here, and you're trying to drive customers in. Someone here is doing the MailChimp thing, and they're trying to, get emails. I'm seeing it. Someone's trying to get emails or trying to do some type of reaching out to people. Hey, this is what I have. You need to allow people to come to you. So all you need to do is to strategize, okay? And let the marketing work for you. You don't need to go chasing anybody. They need to come to you. So you need to step out boldly for whoever this is with your marketing. You need to go out boldly, and you need to allow people to see you and the opportunity to come to you. Some of you are chasing clients and customers, okay? And that's not allowing you to feel as free as you want to. All right, so for whoever that's for. All right, we have the universe is always guiding me to success. All right, once again, this goes right into that high priestess. You need to pay attention to what the universe is trying to tell you. If you're starting to feel frustrated, or you're getting, overwhelmed, or you're really, really tired, that is number one signal that you're doing something here that's wearing you down, and it's going against you feeling free. Not to say that you don't have to do hard work, but what I'm saying is there's little clues along the way that you guys are not actually seeing or paying attention to. You might want to look into other types of marketing. You might even, I'm hearing this, you might even want to take a quick online marketing class, or you might want to invest in someone that knows how to do marketing or knows how to get you out boldly, so that your product, your service, whatever it is that your project, whatever it is that you're trying to do here, so that you're seen. All right. But also, we're going to see if there is an additional message in closing here. All right, it says the universe is sending you guidance. Pay attention today to anything that may show up from the universe. Keep an eye out for repeating situations occurring in your life. That is a good way to know when the universe is trying to guide you towards or away from something. I just said that. Okay, it says no matter what you go through, trust that the universe is guiding you and sending you signs along the way. Trust your intuition when something random piques your interest, whether it's a book or a podcast podcast episode, you may get exactly what you need from it. You never know. Okay, so sometimes it might not even be in the terms of you working on your business to be like, I need to find the answers. But if you decide to wind down and watch a movie, there might be someone in there that's trying to create their own business. Or if you're driving by and you see a billboard and it's an ad for marketing, or you're like, wow, look at how they really are coming out boldly. Like, look how bold that billboard is. Or if you're listening to the radio and you like the way that person caught your attention to their business, okay? It's okay to model behind others. So there is a message here to listen to your intuition so that you can have this freedom that you so desire. All right, so that's the conclusion to the reading for whoever chose the first deck, which was the Sapphire. Okay, so I hope that this gave you some guidance and some tools to move forward. Until next time, guys, hang in there, push forward, and definitely be free to choose whatever it is that you want to do, because sky is the limit and anything is possible. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye. Hey y'all, hey. For those of you that have selected this particular card here, this particular crystal, we're going to go ahead and get your guidance and advice here. I'm just going to go ahead and pull some cards here for you guys. All right, let's see. Your first card here, support. It says your life purpose fully supports you, okay? So just know that whatever it is that you are trying to do, all right, it needs to be incongruent with your life purpose, and I feel like it does. For those of you that have this ultimate desire at this point in time, to do this particular thing that it is that you want to do, just know, okay, that this is a part of your life purpose. A lot of times we select things to do, or we have jobs that are not in alignment to what our true purpose is. And so this is why we create, right? This is why we get into our own businesses and we start our own projects, is because we want to be in control of the things that we want to do. We want that financial freedom, we want that time freedom, or there's something that just pulls at our heartstring and it feels like it is our purpose. So this is just clarity here, that you are supported in this decision to go forward in your life purpose, because your life purpose is what is going to ultimately support you emotionally, financially, on a soul level. So just know that you are supported in whatever it is that you are trying to do, but just let it be something that aligns with your purpose. If you feel like you're purposed to create this thing, if you feel like it is in your core to, run this business or build this business, you are supported in that decision. Let's go ahead and see what the universe has for you when it comes to this particular business or project that you've created or wanting to create, okay? Yeah, so with this Muse of Emotions, all right, they are sending you some compassion here, because I feel like some of you, it's like some of you want to go in this direction if you haven't already, but it's like, will my passion support me? Is this going to be something that's going to be able to sustain me financially? It's like, yeah, I love to do it, or I really like to do it, but will it be something that will allow me to make money and to be able to pay my bills and to, actually have a run for a long time that's going to allow me to be free, all right, financially, emotionally, But this card here, this Muse of Emotions, also talks about the freedom to be able to feel in self-discovery. So there is, for some of you that have selected this particular pile here, there is something that is yearning within your soul about self-discovery. Like, you literally have an inner knowing that you need to do something. There is this true desire to do this thing, and it gives you peaceful emotions, okay? And some of you might even be downright moody when it comes to, you know, if you're still stuck in a job and you're wanting to move forward, or if someone or something is standing in the way. It might even be your own mindset, and you're like, I really want to do this. You may have some blockages, you might have some naysayers, you might still be doing other things that are making money, and it's like, do I do this? Should I even do this? For those of you that have started to get your feet a little wet and things are running slow, you're just like, oh, I don't know if I made the right decision. It's like you are fully supported, okay? There's divine timing. There might be some details that you're missing or need to tweak, but we're going to see if any of those come out here, okay? Now, what I am also seeing here with the 5 of emotions here, yeah, this is, some of you are grieving the fact that you can't do what it is that you want to do. Some of you have maybe even lost some money or some time putting into this project or this business, and you feel like you're stuck, okay? You're in this negative pattern and you can't find your way out. And so this right here is making you feel like you just can't move forward. You're almost questioning, did I make the right decision? You're looking for some new hope here, okay? You're looking for some brand new inspirational hope, and this is where this Queen of Inspiration comes in, all right? There is going to be a spark of inspiration that comes through. It might be this reading here. It might be you meeting someone, but the universe is definitely going to step in. They see what you're going through, okay? They understand that you really, really want this. They also see that for some of you, this is a part of your life purpose. This isn't just a quick come up or something. Some of you, this is true creativity. This is a true desire. So the message here is to keep going. It's to keep going. Some of you even feel guilty that, you know, you put so much money and time in and you've neglected other things. There could be someone, I feel like someone is being blamed for, you're putting too much time and energy into that, and you really need to go out and get you a job. That sort, people are not understanding. You don't feel supported, okay? Keep going, okay? Let's get some advice on ideas here. When it comes to this business and project, what does this person need to, what is their next step? How do they branch out? How do they keep going? How do they stay motivated and inspired? What is the missing piece here? Maybe you're not getting the support that you need in terms of, you know, you've started this with someone and you don't feel like they are putting, and it's like, oh God, this is my dream, this is my desire, this is my purpose, okay? You keep moving. You're not alone in this. There's a reason why you've had the desire to do this. You know, our passions call us. our purpose is always there. We just have to pay attention to the signals. And when we know what it is, it's time to move on it, okay? All right, some of you here need to go live. You need to put it out there. Some of you don't feel the support from, your friends and your family members or even your community. It's time to build, okay? It's time to build awareness of who you are, what you're doing. The best way now is to go live. It says build an authentic relationship with your audience by hosting live sessions around your topic on social media. If you are someone that doesn't really like the whole social media thing, here's the tea. Social media is the best way to get your product, your brand, your business, anything that you're doing, your services, you got to go live and you got to be consistent. A lot of people are like, I don't want to do that. You can mix it up. You don't have to go live every single day. But, sometimes ads and posting certain things on social media aren't enough. People like to see things in video form, okay? Not just text. So some of you need to go live, all right, for whoever that's for. We also have an additional message. It says profit. Welcome abundance into your life. Create a strong relationship with money. Rejoice in the opportunities and experiences it brings. Yet some of you might not feel financially supported, or, financially you're not getting what it is that you need. All right. But it's time to recognize your relationship when it comes to money. Some of you are just blocking yourselves. You have such a apprehension to ask for money, or, there could be something there that says, you should be able to do this with your own money. And you do need some support, okay? You do need some support. Or if you've reached out for money, support when it comes to money from friends and family to invest in that, and they haven't come alongside, you might want to branch out some, but you also need to understand your relationship with money. It's time to manifest opportunities for you to be able to get this money. You may have to do some things where you go live and, you ask for, sometimes you have to give something to get something. If you're someone that is providing, something, you might be able to do like, free for, the first customer or the first product purchased, you get this other thing. Your relationship with money, there's other ways to make money. So if you feel like you're not bringing the money in, you got to strategize. You have to give, sometimes you have to give something to get something. And this is like, sometimes you got to, put the money out to make the money. All right. So if it is, you do something, if it's a service, you do something for donations to build this brand for people to see who you are and say, you know what, that was really good. I'll go back and next time, I won't mind paying because I know what I'm getting. But there is something here when it says create a strong relationship with money. Okay. And for some of you, if you don't have all of the money to do all of the things that you want to do, do what you can. Do what you can and build from there. Some of you are wanting to step out the gate and be, bigger than life. I get it. But first you have to build a relationship with money. Some of you have to build your own credit, okay? It's coming down to that. You're not able to get the business loans, or you're not able to get, some money from some source. Maybe, there have been friends or family that have said, you know what, I've seen you try to do this before, or, you never paid me back from whatever, you have to look at your relationship with money and build it a little bit stronger. So work with what you have. If you don't have money to do like a fierce marketing type of strategy or ads or something like that, that's why I said go live. Let your local media see what you're working on and what you're providing, and bring some money in that way. So there's so many different ways you can do this. Some of you might be doing something where, you know, I'm hearing like fundraising for your project. Okay, that's great. That's perfect. You might want to produce that on a live platform. Even if you're out doing the fundraising, hey guys, we're down at the so-and-so on Moreland and 5th, you know, come out and see, you know, get people involved, all right? Get your brand out there, get your name out there, allow people to see what you're doing. Sometimes, this is key, sometimes we don't get the support from where we think that we should. So sometimes if you are showing on your social media what you're trying to build, what you're trying to do, even if it's in the beginning stages, look guys, hey, I've got this project, this is what I'm working on. Sometimes you have no idea who is watching from afar and is saying, wow, that person is really putting in some work, or oh, I see them doing this by themselves, or I would really like to support them in this. This sounds really great. They wouldn't have known it if they wouldn't have seen you on a live platform. We always think we got to go live once we've already created something. Sometimes there is someone in the wings wanting to support you, even if they don't know you. They want to support this really great cause or this great idea. They're not innovators. They just know that they would like to do something for somebody or like to come in and invest. People are looking to invest their money all the time, but they don't have the time or energy to think of great ideas. They're looking for people that are innovators and that are doing this, and they just want to be able to invest and get a small portion of the pie or write off, so on, so on. So whoever this is for, we're going to get this guidance right here. It's manifesting money message. There's so many ways to obtain money, but first you have to have a better mindset in relationship with money. How you do one thing is how you do another. So if you are not managing your money well and you're trying to, you know, create a business or a project that, you know, you will have to be looking at money and finances, clean up how you do your money things so that it can be very clear on what you need to do in your projects and in your business. I feel wealthy every day. Okay, this is the mindset that you need to have. This is one of the ways that you start to repair your mindset when it comes to money. If you have a lack mindset and say, I don't have enough support, I don't have enough money, I don't know where I'm going to get it, you have to feel wealthy every day. You have to tell yourself that you have enough, that you are enough, you are supported regardless. Here's the message. If you want to be wealthy and successful, you must find ways to feel it now and every day. When all we do is remind ourselves how broke or unsuccessful we are, it is difficult to manifest success. We all long for prosperity and success so that it can make us feel a certain way. Get clear on what that feeling is and try to feel it now. We must shift how we feel and how we believe we are in this moment. You don't need a lot of money to feel wealthy. Think of simple things you can do every day that make you feel successful and wealthy. Okay? This is all about that mindset. What are the things that you can do that will make you feel wealthy? Okay? That way you can have a wealthy, successful mindset when it comes to your business. All right. It says many of us chase success, but don't always know what success feels like when We've already reached it. That is why there are millionaires who are unhappy and continue to chase the feeling of fulfillment without knowing how to reach it. Think what being successful would feel like and what you would do with all of your free time. Once you have pinpointed your feelings of success, find ways to feel that feeling every day. That means you do need to do things that make you feel successful in the smallest and slightest ways. Absolutely. So if you're not feeling supported, tell yourself you are fully supported, you are abundant, you are wealthy. All right? Go live. And don't go on there with the vibe of you not having. Go out there confident in what you do, confident in what you're providing. Give people the opportunity. There's ways that you can ask for support in any way that you need to. If it's donations, if it's money, if it's just, supporting you and saying, yes, this is a good job, or coming into your store or purchasing from you. Ask people to do it, You don't have to ask it in a way where you're begging. Hey guys, I'm doing this such and such and such. It's a great way to ... I'm asking for all of your support today as we see value in everything that we do. Once you come down and see and check us out, I'm sure that you'll feel the same way. Be confident while you're asking. Being confident even when you need support. Be confident even when you don't have the money. So I don't know who this message is for, but you're definitely supported by spirit. You're definitely supported within yourself. You just have to show that you got your back and others will follow. Okay, so feel the spiritual support. Allow you to have yourself. You got to have you. Okay, you got to have you. And when people see that you got you regardless and that you're confident with it, they're going to come on board. All right, guys, I hope that resonated, and I hope to see that moving forward. The next time around, you'll be in the next most prosperous phase in whatever this is that you have beautifully created. Till next time, guys. Bye-bye. Hey, y'all. Hey, thank you for coming back. If you selected card number 3 that had this beautiful jade crystal to it, we're going to go ahead and see what your messages are. All right, so let's take a look here. Practice. It says polish your skills by practicing regularly. I feel like for those that selected card number 3, for the collective are creators, okay? You just need to polish your skills because I think some of you, okay, so back up. Let me just back up, okay? I heard something. For those of you that are creators and you haven't put your work out there, some of you believe that your work is not good enough, okay? For those of you that believe your work isn't good enough, you are to polish up on your skills, okay, and practice your confidence in that, okay. Some of you, I feel like you're just not as confident because you feel like you're not quite there yet. But here's the message to you guys, because I have 2 messages here that's coming in. For those of you that don't feel like it's good enough, it is, okay? For the majority of you, it is. You are a perfectionist, and being creative, I know exactly how this is. When you're a creator, sometimes you can't see your perfections. To us, it's, the outside world. We're like, wow, that is perfect. That is amazing. To you, you see all the flaws because you know all of the many of times that you had to redo. So you know the flaws. You see the things that aren't perfect to you. Some of you need to let go of that. It needs to be perfect because it's already good enough. It's already great. Some of you do just need to polish up on a few things, okay, here and there. But if you continue at it, you can do it, okay? For those of you that know that, you know, your work is good, okay, there's some other area that needs to be polished. It might not be in your work, it might be in getting your project or you know, this thing out there. For those of you that have a business or a business owner, there's something about your particular skills. It might be your customer service skills, it might be your managing skills. There's some type of skill that needs to be polished, okay? So you just need to look at that, all right? And really practice or change the way that you do things. Tighten up something. Maybe you've been too lenient on certain aspects. Maybe you've allowed a part of your skill, like if you are very good at you know, speaking to people, and that's your strength. You know, you have good customer service skills when it comes to the customers, but when it comes to your employees, there's a disconnect. It's like, you know what, use that same talent that you have when you're talking to your clients or talking about your projects or talking about, you know, your services. Have that with any team that's working with you. So if you have a team that's working with you on with any creative projects, or you have employees or partners, that sort of thing. There's something here that just needs just a little bit of polish here, okay? Now let's go ahead and look at the Three of Emotions. I love this card here, but I also, if you're a creator, I'm definitely seeing why you've selected this, okay? Because this reminds me of creation, okay? So what the universe is bringing in for you is joy, celebration. This is all about collaboration, all right? Looking to your soul family for support, deep connections, all right? So like I was saying, for some of you, you know, ask your team to help you polish these things. Ask your friends and family to look at what you've created and see what they see, okay? Allow these people to celebrate you, okay? Because sometimes we're our hardest critics, okay? So if you, for instance, have created a song or some artwork, or if you have an idea for a project, okay, create whatever it is, if it's a product, and really the people that you know and enjoy being around, but you know that they are really, really critical, okay, they're going to tell you the truth. Go ahead and allow them to take a look at it, and if they themselves feel like it's perfection or it's great, celebrate that. Allow them to celebrate you and celebrate that. Although you might look at it as flawed and maybe not good enough, all right? Now, the other thing is if they do give you some constructive criticism on certain things that you could tweak, use that criticism to polish those skills. When you're going into, you know, your business and you're sitting and you're having team meetings, if you're a business owner, ask your staff what they think needs to be polished. And sometimes getting that feedback, sometimes we don't want to hear it, but sometimes it will help us tweak the very things that we can acknowledge and see for ourselves that need to be tightened up and polished. But we need to celebrate that advice either way. So you either know that you need to, okay, or maybe you're too much in your own head and you think that you need to. But let's get some feedback here, okay? And let's go ahead and polish the things that we need to do. If we hear that something has been done, you know, wrong, or doesn't look quite right, just know that it doesn't have to be a criticism to where maybe you shouldn't do this at all. Let me just hang it up. Maybe I'm not good enough. It's just an opportunity to get better, and we should all celebrate and in the ability to understand that we can always do something better. Okay, let's go ahead and get some business advice here. Inspire. Okay, it says when you become influential in your field, you inspire people to step into their own greatness because you rose to your own first. Okay, yeah, and this is what this is all about. If you want to inspire people, as a business owner, as a, as a superior, in order to inspire other people, they have to see that you are motivated and you are inspired, okay, by what it is that you do. If you're bah humbug and then you try to tell someone that they need to be a little bit more motivated, how? Okay. If you are someone that is creating a project that is, supposed to be inspiring, it has to scream inspiration. It has to be upbeat. It has to have a tone, even if you're tired from all the things that you're going through and having to put into it. If someone here, I'm seeing this, someone here is doing a project that has to do with motivating children or mentoring children. If you have the attitude or you have the staff that, other people that are helping you that really are not exuding that they want to motivate, they want to inspire, the kids can feel that and the kids can see that. That needs to be polished, okay? Because they need to see the energy. They need to feel the energy. If you are someone that has created something, it has to be something that comes directly from you and your soul, okay? If you're creating something and you go to do something and you're like, oh my God, I don't have enough time, I just got to throw something together. That's not inspiring, and people will see it. If you need to take some time away and step back and say, okay, I don't want to be rushed, I need to push this back, I need to be in the mind space of I'm relaxed, I'm in my zen, I'm in my high vibe. Don't create something when you're not feeling that way. And if you have to get yourself into that space before you create, then do it. And don't do it until then, okay? Because whatever you put out there, and this is for any type of business, project, whatever you put out there, hear me when I say that you are creating an influential field, regardless if it's good or bad. Whatever product you put out there, whatever vibe you give, whatever you create, you are sending energy out into the world. As soon as someone hears it or sees it, that person connects to it in a way that's either going to be positive or negative. It's up to you to be able to create which one of those things that you want those people to pick up from you, positive or negative. There's always going to be someone that says, oh, that was some, but if you know within your heart, you were motivational, you were inspiring. Nobody wants no lackluster nothing, okay? When they're buying something, if I'm gonna buy something that's like facial product and I needed to do a particular something and it kind of does it or doesn't do it at all, I'm not gonna buy that again. If I go into a building, and there's like someone that's standing there and they're greeting me and they're supposed to be greeting me and they don't even acknowledge that I've come in there, whatever I'm going into that building for, as soon as I come through there and I get the vibe that I'm being ignored or my presence isn't even acknowledged, As soon as I reach whatever part of the building that I'm going, I've already articulated that I don't matter, okay? I'm not going to be seen. I'm not going to be heard. I've already placed that energy based on this man might just been having a bad day. You know, he might not even be awoke yet in the morning. But that energy now has been placed on me. You hear what I'm saying? So these are the little things that might need to be tweaked, okay? Let's go ahead and see. I'll tell you what, when I walk away from a piece of artwork, when I walk away from hearing something, even if it's something that someone has created that is dark, and I fully can't relate to that level of darkness, or it could be something different than I've ever even heard before, and I don't resonate with this type of music, but I can understand and respect the art of it because I hear their sincere motivation, their inspiration behind it. I can do nothing but respect it. I might not buy into it fully, but I might feel a connection because I want to be inspiring. I want to motivate. And even though we're different, I can respect that. And I might be more open to, you know what? I like what he or she did there. I wonder what else they have, what other type of music they have. There might be a song that I do resonate. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like here, there needs to be something tweaked when it comes to getting people more inspired by what you are providing. Okay? But it's got to show in you first. The greatness starts with you. You as the creator. You as the owner. Okay? You as the project manager. It has to start with you first. Everything I dream of is achievable. Absolutely. This is where your mind space needs to be. Okay? And although this could be true, okay, it is true. Anything you dream of, you can achieve. But if you lose inspiration in yourself, if you lose inspiration to influence people to buy that product, to come to your business, to even look at your work or listen to your music, you lose the dream. And we don't got that to do. Okay? We don't got that to do. Let's see what the message is here. And if I haven't said this before, if this is your first time to the channel, I am also a life coach, okay? So I get real passionate about this. Yes, I am a reader, but I am a life coach. I've helped people build their businesses. I've helped people get motivated. I've helped people get inspired. Like, I help people in relationships. Like, I see this every single day. Okay? How you do one thing is how you do another. So if there's something in your personal life that is hindering you from being able to sharpen up your skills, or if you've fallen back in a certain area, okay, it might be that something else in your life is taking you off balance, you know? If you are someone that is, you know, you are creating and you are just in your head, okay? If you're someone that's so far in your head and you're like, this isn't good enough, put your work out there. Let them listen to your music. Let them look at your artwork. Let them read your poems, okay? Let them read an insert of your book. If they pull that back and they're like, whoa, guess what? You've inspired them. You're your worst critic, ma'am, sir, okay? It's good enough. It's great. And if you keep being in that mindset that it's not good enough, it's not good enough, it's not good enough, you're never going to put nothing out. And you're never going to achieve. But everything you dream of, you can achieve. They don't need to know that you don't think it's perfect. When you were doing it at that moment, you felt inspired, and then you took it and you looked back and you looked at every little, oh, well, I scribbled here, or I did a take back here. You know, that beat was kind of off. It was supposed to come in on the second. We don't know that. And it still sounds good and it still looks good, okay? So don't be so hard on yourself. If you walk away and people have said, you know what, that inspired me, celebrate it. Celebrate that, okay? And next time when you go back in, if you feel like it, you know, it was off or whatever, but they didn't even know it. A lot of times we don't even know. When it comes to creativity, we don't even know when it's off half the time. Next time when you go in and you do, you know, something else, and it's like, wow, you know, all I'm saying is don't be so hard on yourself. Someone out there is not doing what they need to do moving forward because you're trying to make it too perfect, okay? And then there's some people out there that's like, okay, you're not paying attention, you know, you're allowing something on the outside. I see it. Something in your outside world is affecting, you know, your skill a little bit, okay? So however this resonates. Okay, I'm not going to keep y'all long. This is supposed to be quick. So here is the message. It is very easy to limit ourselves and feel like being successful and wealthy isn't possible for everyone. When many of us were children, we let our imaginations run wild. Our dreams had no limits and didn't have much logic to them. That is very exciting and liberating. It is when we grow up and have witnessed other people's failures, or maybe our own, that we begin to limit ourselves and set more realistic dreams. What we dream about, our deepest desires, are signs from the universe that they are actually what we are here on earth to achieve. They are little hints that the universe sends to us, nudging to go after it. Do not ignore it, and don't let others discourage you from going after them. Everything we desire comes from our soul. Our soul doesn't desire things for no reason. Have you ever wondered why there are certain things you have always dreamed of having or being? Those are inklings of the things that we were meant to be, do, and have. They are a part of your purpose here on earth. Okay? Walk in your purpose, y'all. Do whatever it is that you desire. Some of you just need to polish a few things here and there. Some of you, y'all just need to walk away from it and leave it alone. As long as you inspire yourself and inspire others, you are knowing that everything you dream is possible. I hope that this inspired someone. I hope that this motivated someone. This is what I'm here to do. I'm walking in my purpose, okay? And I want all of you to do the same. So thank you for tuning in to your quick biz readings. And I'm expecting great things from all of you. But you need to expect the greatest things to come out of all of the things that you're creating and being a part of. Till next time, check in with your girl Star. We're going to talk about it. In light and love. Bye-bye.